the testimonies today are going to be a little bit different. We're going to be, having people share their experiences from events. And with that being said, guys, we're going to go ahead and dive right into some of the success stories and some of the testimonies real quick. And the first person that I'm going to have go is I'm going to have LC. If you can go first, I'm going to have you go first real quick. And I hopped on a call with Kelsey, and she was like, "I have an individual. Her name's LC. She's been learning. She's been growing. She's been getting amazing results. She has great energy." And when I hopped on a call with them, I was inspired by LC's story and how much she's been impacted by the community in general. And
Yeah.
so, with that being said, yeah, LC, are you there?
Yeah, yes, I'm here. How you doing, guys? How's everybody doing?
Yo, drop
So,
a 111 in the chat for LC. Show LC some energy. And yes, if you can just share what you shared with me, how the community in general has impacted you in a positive way and when you got started, and honestly, anything that you want to share, really.
yeah, it's been a month and a half, almost 2 months. And like I was telling you, to make a long story short, um I came from Chicago a year and a half ago. Uh I had an accident at work. I was working for United Airlines. I gave them 20 years of my life. So they told me either retire or we let you go. So I went through all that process. I've been here looking for work, and nobody wants to hire a 58-year-old all broken down, right? So, I was in a dark place. Like I was telling you, I was thinking, crazy, or you know what, let me just disappear. Let me just grab whatever I have, get in my car, and just disappear. And then I just sat down on social media, and then I saw first I saw Alexis. And then, I kept messaging, and other people kept, trying to scam, trying to be her. And then I said, that's it, I would just sit in this room. My sister would be like, go do something. I was like, there's nothing for me to do. I just started looking at social media again. I met Kelsey, and I just told her right away, if you're real, you meet me somewhere now. She goes, where are you? I said, I'm in Kissimmee. And I said, I'm in St. Cloud. She said, I'm in Kissimmee. I'm going to send you the address to the Starbucks. I was like, yeah, okay, whatever. So I took it. I ran over there. And when I saw their faces, because I saw her first, and then, looking around, saw Alexi, in the distance.
Yep.
And I got so emotional because I saw hope. I don't know if that makes any sense.
That makes
When
a
you're
lot.
down and out, when you're down and out, and you're in a dark place, you don't know who nobody understands where you're coming from. And when I met these girls right away, you know, I was going through some things. I said, look, I gotta take a trip really quick, but I promise when I get back, I'll call you right away. The next day that I got back from my trip, I think I was gone for like 2 weeks. Came back and I told her, hey, I'm here. She goes, hey, come and meet me over here. I saw her. I said, yeah, this is it. I'm gonna do this. So whatever it is that you have for me, I'm in. I'm not even gonna look back, because whatever I was experiencing and whatever you guys are showing me in such little time, yeah, I don't want to lose it. And till this day, I'm trying my best. I tell her I try to be around them all the time, whether they give the class 17 times, I'm there 17 times. I'll just go through it with them. They're so passionate in everything that they do. And I tell them, you guys are gonna be the greatest. I haven't even met half of you guys. And just by my experience with these two girls, it's like Gio. I mean, I could tell you all the people that
Gio's all right. We can mention
Gio's
Gio.
alright. That's my chocolatito. Leave my chocolatito alone. But I'm telling you right now, meeting you, you know, talking to you, listening to you guys, I try to get on as much as I can. I try to take notes as much as I can. I want to learn this, and I want to grow with you guys. So, that's me. I'm here, and sometimes I know I could be a pain in the butt, but they still answer the phone when I need it. So
That is
it's good.
amazing. That is
Yeah, yeah.
amazing. Everybody drop something, anything in the chat for LC. I know that that story completely inspired me, and I could tell by the chat box blowing up, it's definitely inspiring for you guys as well. And yes, thank you for sharing your story, sharing your energy, and I know for a fact that it's going to help a lot of people. Um, Random question, but what's this just came to my mind right now. What's one goal that you want to accomplish here?
Wow. Well, there's a couple actually.
I know I put you on the spot.
There's a couple actually. I mean, to to get as great as that can be in learning how to, trade and read the charts and everything. I want to be as good as I can get.
Hmm.
But if I could help the girls or the company succeed or spread out and grow, I would like to help grow with the company because
So you
I
want
know
to
there's a
grow yourself, and then you want to help as many people
as
as
many
well.
people. Yeah,
I love that. That's
yeah.
awesome. Thank you
I want
so
to learn as
much.
much as I can. So that's it. It's up from here. That's how I always tell the girls. It's up from here.
Absolutely. I mean, it's only been literally less than a month, so I can only
Yeah.
imagine where you're going to be in 3 months, 6 months, 12 months, let alone a year or two, right?
Woof. Woof.
I love it. I love it. Thank you so
Woof.
much, LC. I appreciate
Thank
you.
you. Thank you. Thank you
Seriously.
guys.
Awesome. All right. Um, amazing, amazing. Let me see. Awesome, guys. So, with that being said, we have two more that we're going to share with you. So, next person is somebody that I actually met at our last Orlando event, and someone who, is a little bit, um, someone who I see as just a young, hungry individual that's really ready to take it to that next level, and somebody who literally just went to their first event in Orlando, didn't know anything about anything, but showed up. And we have Jaden on the call. If you're able to unmute yourself and share your screen, or not your screen, turn your camera on. Let me see, where are you at? Let me pin you real quick, bro. Um, and yeah, if you want to kind of share your experience, bro, from the Orlando event, how it may have helped you, and whatever you want to share, man.
Okay, okay. Appreciate it. Sorry if there's any background noise. I'm at the mall right now, but you can hear me good?
You're chilling.
Okay, okay, perfect. Yeah, so for me, like you said, like I didn't know what to expect showing up. I'm 22 years old, and at the time I had recently dropped out of college. And I only attended college to make my parents happy. That was the type of thing, like that traditional route. And but even going to school, I knew I always wanted more. I wanted the lifestyle I always dreamed of. I knew there was more, but I just didn't know where to look, where to start. I was given the opportunity to come to Orlando Vet, not knowing what it was, but just taking that risk and the investment in myself to just show up. And showing up, it was truly like life changing. Like I walked in not even knowing what to expect, and they had like red carpet on the floor. They was like feed us like we felt like movie stars there, and I was just so blessed to be able to be in that room because the people I was surrounding myself, like the dreams and desires I had, the lifestyle I wanted, it sounded like crazy. It sounded like a different language I was speaking. So to be in that Orlando conference, like it was like the same people, the same like-minded that mindset that I had. It was truly like crazy because I thought I was talking like a different language to people when I would talk to them about my dreams, the lifestyle I want, and to have those people like have the lifestyle that I want and give back. Like not only did I find business partners in this community, but I found sisters. Like I'm so grateful for Alexis and Kelsey and even you, Matthew, like Matt, Beeve. Like Beeve came to our Orlando event, like got a B&B for everyone, and he was the one cooking Alfredo for everyone. Like it just shows the people that we have in this community. And Orlando changed my life. I can't wait to see what Toronto's going to do, not only for myself, but just everyone that's going to show up there. My biggest advice is just be there, wherever you gotta do. I'm in the process right now getting my passport because it don't matter what I'm doing, I'm going to be in that Toronto event. So that's the biggest thing. Just show up for yourself.
Let's get it. Thank you so much, bro.
Of
Appreciate
course.
you. Since I asked LC the question, let me ask you
Yep.
the same question. What's one goal that you have? It could be a long-term goal, it could be a short-term goal, but what are you looking to do?
Yeah, not only just myself as a goal, but just as our team, like a team goal. I just think we're just going to continue to build here in Orlando. We're building something that's bigger than ourselves, and so I think that's the biggest thing. Just helping people where at one point in my life, I didn't know what was the next step, and just finding those people to do the same thing. Knowing that there's more in life, not just this traditional route, going to school, working a regular job, and not being happy for the rest of your life. So just giving back. I think that's the biggest thing.
I love it. Everybody drop a 777 in the chat for Jaden. Appreciate you, bro.
Appreciate it, bro. I'll see you
Awesome,
soon.
man. Give me 1 second. Awesome, awesome. Last but not least, we have Ace, and I wanted to have someone that's been in the game for a long time also share their experience with events because I remember how crazy his story was from his first event. So we have Ace on, and if you want to go ahead and share your experience from events, bro, I appreciate you for being here.
Yeah, VIP, how we doing, family? Much love, Cruz. As Cruz kind of said, I've been in industry for a long while. I know I'm only 24, so my first time I actually got started into like this industry within trading and investing was actually 5 years ago. It was actually August 12th of 2021. So at that point in time, only thing I knew was like, go to school, get good grades, go to work. And I was just like, yo, this is just not my vibe. So I got into trading and investing. And I feel like a lot of, at least for me, maybe a lot of you guys on this call as well too, is to where we are in this industry, we're in this team, we're in this community as well as a whole, but we don't know truly how much value it has to actually set ourselves completely free. So a few months later, 3 months of just me just honestly just BSing trading, not taking it serious, not hopping on calls, not doing the thing that I was supposed to be doing to where I am now, is actually on December 11th in 2021. I went to my first event. And Cruz, can I share my screen real quick? Is that cool?
Yeah, I made you co-host so you can share your screen.
Because I feel like a lot of you guys here have either like heard us talk about events, but you don't know how really impactful they are. So this is coming out of COVID, you guys. Let me see. Hold on. Let me stop. Yeah, see? Chris, you see? We're good?
Yeah.
Fire. If y'all want to follow me, you can drop a follow. I won't be mad. Drop a few likes, a few comments. I'll appreciate it. Follow you back. But
Welcome.
that's crazy. So my first ever event was actually in Houston. Okay, this is coming from like a 19-year-old from Seattle in the West Coast. I don't know any big entrepreneurs. I don't know Trey. I don't know any of this stuff. I'm just a person that wanted to really just change my family's life. Me and my grandma was really sick at the time. I'm like going through school, going to the hospital, going back to work, and etc. And I was just like, yo, maybe this thing isn't for me. I always tell people is like either you can like keep burning your flame, but you have to keep feeding your flame over and over and over and over again. So I've never really traveled besides like 12, besides like for hoop, like for basketball. So from 12 like to like 19, 20, I didn't go out the state, out the country, or anywhere. So I don't think you guys can hear this. Can you hear this or no? Yeah.
I can hear it.
So everybody in this room that you guys are seeing is in the community. They're all like having high energy, high trading, everything. It's fire.
Come on, Chairman, scream on three. 1, 2, 3.
How old are you here?
Bro, I'm 19, bro. I can't even I can barely go to a club.
What do you mean barely go to a club? You can't even go to a club. What are you talking about? Barely. Yo, am
Bro,
I
like
missing something?
the thing is too, bro. Like I feel like a lot of people like are gonna be watching this, like they're gonna think of every excuse not to go. Like Ace, I don't got a passport. Ace, I don't got money. I don't got time. It's like literally, if you can't go the whole time to Toronto, even if you just go from like 2 or 3 days, it is worth it. Like this event, I didn't have enough money to get food. I literally had to hide oatmeal packages in my luggage to eat it for the week at this event. That's how serious and that's how dedicated I was for this event. So like all these flags that you guys see in here, this is in Houston. Each of these flags you guys see is every country that flew into this event. So, me in Seattle, I'm people that are from Japan. It's like imagine the World Cup all at one event.
So funny.
That's basically what's going on. And the thing is, you would see so many different people. Shout out Tico. Shout out Tico. Shout out Tico.
I can't really hear you when it's playing.
I'm gonna win the league. I'm gonna win the mall. I'm gonna win the mall. I'm gonna win the year. I am grateful.
But you guys get the point. But my point of all is like from that event, from like everyone's actually like, Ace, how are you so good at leading? How are you doing all these different things just in the industry? It's because I went to an event. Literally, from that first event in December, I have not missed one event since then. If it was here, if it was in Mexico, if it was in Houston, it was in Florida, if it was in Cali, it did not matter where it was at. I was gonna make sure I went because I know what happens there. If it's to where I'm able to meet a successful educator, talk to the CEOs, talk to people like Diva J, like Cruz at that point in time, people that are like Matt Fernandez, people are like Manny Q, Jay Bono, all of these great, great people that are in the industry that you just need that one piece of information. And literally at that point in time, it was like the worst chapter I had in my life. It felt like I was getting about to quit school. I felt like about to get fired from my job. I lost my scholarship. All these different things just kept piling and piling and piling up. But God said, hey, give this just one more chance and trust me. And from then, it has been amazing. I don't want to make like an income claim or anything like that, but it was crazy from like going from making like $12 an hour back then. I was talking to Cruz literally like, it was like 2 days ago. I talked to the whole Genesis thing, Cruz, like 2 days ago.
Yeah,
I
about.
think I told Cruz and I was like, he was like, yo, how's trading all these things going? And the crazy part is now, guys, 5 years later, I'm literally this close to making a six-figure income 5 years later. I'm literally this close making a six-figure income because I went to that event. The things that I learned, the things that I was just grateful for, I went there, I took it in, the education, the mentorship, all of it. And I didn't just go there and leave, but I came back, I applied it to my team, my family, my community. And the thing is, do not go alone. If you got kids, as long as they ain't gonna be crying in the place, bring the kids, girlfriend, boyfriend, auntie, mom, dad, whoever, make sure that they're at the event, you guys. It is definitely, definitely, definitely gonna be worth it.
Appreciate you, bro. Thank you so much for sharing. And give me 1 second. Hold on. Crazy part is when I was chatting with Ace, like we were breaking down the numbers of like how much he was making, and he didn't even realize he was like basically there. And it was like it was just like a realization in that moment of like, dude, we've come really, really, really far. But at the same time, we're just getting started, which is awesome. With that being said, guys, this event, in my opinion, forget my opinion, this event, as a matter of fact, is going to be the best event of the year, and people have been asking about the actual schedule. So the main event is Saturday, September 5th, but we actually have an itinerary for a handful of days. And so it's going to be September 5th and 6th. And the way that the actual itinerary that we have set up is going to go is ideally people are going to arrive on Thursday, ideally in the morning or afternoon. And we're going to do a mastermind. What is a mastermind? We're going to do like a private training with our teams to just kick off the entire weekend right. Friday is going to be like culture day. So we have a bunch of fun things planned, a bunch of just fun activities. Also, we're going to do a sports day, so we're going to just have some friendly competition going on. That is going to be Friday. Saturday is the actual main event from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. And then after, there's an after party at a nearby nightclub that they have going on, so that'll be fun. Sunday, the 6th, there's going to be a social. So basically, all the top earners, all the top leaders, all the top educators that you guys have been seeing online, they're going to be there in person. Imagine being able to actually meet, all the educators, all the top leaders, all the top earners. It's going to be a lot of fun. And this is where the networking is going to happen. The conversations are going to happen. The breakthroughs are going to happen. And then Monday, By the time it's September, guys, September, October, November, December, basically we have the last quarter of the year left. One thing I know about successful entrepreneurs is they think in terms of quarters. They think in terms of Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4, every 90 days. They set goals, they hit goals, they map it out, they plan it out. So the idea for Monday is to just game plan for the last 90 days of the year so that we can finish out the year strong and help every single person here accomplish their goals and then fly back home Tuesday, essentially. So that is the actual schedule, the actual itinerary, subject to change a little bit, but in general, this is what we're going to do. Now, with that being said, we have a special guest speaker, and shout out to Matt. He was supposed to be here. He had a family emergency, but we have another special guest speaker that I literally called like so last minute. I'm like, bro, you know, dude, we need your voice. We need, people to hear you on this call. Are you able to be here? So shout out to Beeve. Beeve is someone that I've only been working with for a handful of months, but I'm very, very impressed with how much he's been able to help me, help our team, the amount of success that he's been able to have, the amount of results he's been able to create and duplicate into other people as well. And I kind of want to have him share his perspective on the Shift event. So, Beeve, if you're there, bro, I'm gonna pass it to you.
Yo. What, you guys can hear me?
Yes, sir.
Let's get it. What is going on, guys? I appreciate y'all, having me here. I appreciate you, Matt, letting me just come in here and just share a little bit of information, bro. But I'm listening to these stories and it's just amazing, Matt. So I think you're doing a great job in regards to what you're doing, bro. You're an amazing leader, and just what you're being able to create in this run right here, bro, is unique. It's definitely something that is gonna explode. And I really do believe that this will be like the biggest success story that we not create for ourselves, that we're able to create for other people. So I'm really happy of what it's going to create. I'm really happy of what it's going to become. And I just can't wait, to be completely honest, bro.
Is he cutting out or is that me?
Lost him.
You?
Am I good now?
Yeah, you're good now.
Yeah, my bad. I connected to the Wi-Fi. I just pulled up to my aunt's house. But yeah, like I was saying, right, guys, I do think that, it's super important for us to understand what is happening in front of you. And I say this all the time. If you knew what I knew, you would do what I do. And I'm telling you guys, the reason why I wake up so early in the morning, the reason why I'm so productive in regards to growing my business, expanding, and really pushing to the next level is because I understand what's happening. And I understand that I don't want to get left behind. I understand that I don't want to be the person that's like, damn, that could have been me. I understand that I am that person that if I see success is up for the taking, I'm going to take it. So the question for you is, how quickly do you want to take your success? Because it's there for you. And what are you going to do to get to Toronto? Like Ace is sharing these clips of his first event. I was there too. We was there together. His first event, we was vibing. It was lit. We was chefing up. You feel me? Like I'm telling you, like, yo, Jaden, you just pulled up. You just pulled up to the Airbnb I had in Orlando. The Ace pulled up to that Airbnb, what I want to say 6 years ago, similar Airbnb in Houston. And we did the same thing, same vibe. We always growing as a community, and we're always growing to help people literally get to where it is that they need to go. But the question for you is, how quickly do you want to be successful? How bad do you want to get to the next level? Because see, for me, guys, his first event was in Houston, and I had a few events in, but my first event was in Dallas, Texas, and I was making $1,000 a month. I was making, no, I'm lying. My first event was in Atlanta, Georgia. And I remember they had to call me and beg me to come. Hey, Beef, I think you could be a phenomenal leader. Come, baby boy. I think you're a phenomenal leader. I think that you'll be great. Come, I think this event will do you justice. I think it'll be a great experience for you. And all I said was like, hey, I'm gonna check. Come on, puppy, sit back. He said, I'm gonna check. I'm gonna check my schedule. I'm gonna see if I can make it. I got a few things coming up. I'm gonna see what I could do. That was me. Like, I'll see if I can make it. And you gotta use the bathroom. Okay, go. Put your Crocs on. He got to use the bathroom, babe. I'm sorry, guys. So yeah, so just literally just like people essentially begged me to come. And to last minute, I remember it was the day before the event, and my guy called me, yo, Beef, you coming? And I'm like, yo, bro, I had something. Yo, Beef, whatever you do, I need you there. And I go check flights, and the flights was a little expensive. It was like $1,100 at the time, like $1,200 to get one way to Atlanta. I'm like, yeah, this is a dub. So I called my boy. I said, yo, bro, we out to Atlanta. We drove to Atlanta. I got to the events, and I pulled up to the event, and the event was life changing. And within a 10-month period, I went from making $600 a month to making $25,000 a month because I went to that event. My business exploded because of that event. We was able to have a great level of success because of that event. We created more success stories because of that event. But I say that to say this, because if you think that's impressive, it was, and it was amazing. I'm so grateful for it. But one of my business partners at the time, we were not in the same lineage. He was just one of the sidelines that was in the organization. Nobody had to beg him to go to the event. Nobody had to call him the day before and ask him to come. He didn't have to go out his way. People didn't have to go out of his way. He understood the assignment. So not only did he show up, he showed up with 6 people. And every single person that he brought, with the exception of one, hit a 6-figure income. And in the same 10 months that I went to $25,000 a month, he went to $100,000 a month. So I want you to understand the difference of you coming alone and you coming with somebody. So yes, bring people. And just come by yourself. Come 100%. You be in that room. That's the most important thing, for you to be in that room. And your success will push you to the next level. But now, if you want quantum leaps and you want to create success for others, my question to you is, how many people are you going to bring with you to that room? Because I'm promising you guys right now that half of that, more than 99% of that room, will be because of our efforts and what we're doing and what we're creating. So I'm telling you guys right now, it's super, super important for you guys to show initiative and understand that the level of success you desire is at your fingertips. The question is, are you going to grab it, or are you going to let it slip away? Because I've seen a lot of people fail for legitimate excuses. Yo, I can't find a babysitter. I feel you. It gets hard. Yo, yeah, the kids is keeping me up. And this is one of my favorite excuses. And I think it's why I decided to have a lot of kids, because I could use it now. I remember when I first had my first baby, I was on the phone with one of my mentors, and I'm like, yeah, bro, my bad. Babies had me up all night. And he's like, oh, that's a good excuse. I have 6. And I was like, okay, I guess I can't use that one. So, the kids, that's a good excuse. I got 4. You feel me? Like, we all got these excuses, but is it gonna be an excuse? Is it gonna be an excuse for you to slow down, or excuse for you to go harder? That's really what you have to ask yourself. Whatever the excuse that you were looking at, oh, I have to go to work, so that's an excuse for you to slow down. In reality, that should be an excuse for you to go harder, because why can somebody dictate what you can do and cannot do? It's your life. Live it how you want. You can't live life on your terms when you're living on somebody else's. So you got to run the play. You got to run it up. So what I'm telling you guys, what I need you guys to do is literally purchase your tickets and go drop it in the chats. I need you to go and literally push it. And I'm going to throw it back to Matt, because I know Matt has this kind of, everything people leaders going to be, you can unmute yourself too, man. You kind of just run it up, get people energized together. But what
Yo,
are we doing, bro? We
I
booking
just,
tickets? Are we buying tickets? What are we
I
doing
just,
right now?
I literally got mine literally right now, like while you were talking. So yeah, I mean, if y'all are serious, dude, get your guys' ticket. I have the actual ticket link right here. I just got my ticket. I just dropped it in the chat. And one thing I know about people who are successful is just urgency. There's so many people that are like, oh, I'll do it tomorrow, next week, next month, and then they never actually do it. But for me, if I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna do it like immediately. So I just grab my ticket. If you're serious, grab your ticket, drop it in the chat. Once you have your ticket, we're gonna get a list of everyone who's going. We're gonna organize flights, hotels, Airbnbs, but we can only really do that if we know exactly how many people are going. How do we know if we're going? Is if you actually have your ticket, if you actually have skin in the game, right? So I just grabbed mine, bro. And yeah, I'd highly encourage everybody to do the same. But besides that, dude, I know I told you to hop on here super last minute, like literally less than an hour ago. So thank you so much, bro.
Nah, for
Anything else on
sure.
your mind, or that's pretty
Yeah,
much it?
the only thing that I will add, so bro, real quick, Ace, I know you dropped the WhatsApp chat. So I talked to Matt about this. I do have a Telegram chat that is only for us who are going to the events. And I'm gonna be doing free giveaways there just to keep people excited. I'm gonna give I don't care if it's a $25 Starbucks gift card. I don't care if it's a vibe. I don't, whatever it may be that is we gonna do things for you guys to have fun. I'm not gonna drop, like, once you get the ticket, you will receive the link to join the chat. This chat is only for people who are confirmed. And we're gonna do like random things. I'll ask a random question. I'll give away somebody's lunch for the day, or whatever it may be, guys. We're gonna just be engaged and have a lot of fun together. But I'm telling you guys right now, Culture is what's gonna help us get to the next level. And when you see there's people out there who really care for your success and who really believe that you could do what it is that you want to do, it's gonna get to the next level. So I'm telling you guys, make sure you get what you need to get. Make sure you guys get your tickets, get added to the chat. I'm gonna add Matt's already in it because Matt has his tickets purchased, and I'm gonna make sure every other leader who purchased the tickets add them. And once you get your ticket purchased, we'll make sure we still go ahead and start adding them. And I'll tell you right now. So I know one of the events was the same ticket, is just the early bird pricing. But if
It's
not, I will confirm.
it's the $100 one. It's like 104 is the right one. That's
Okay,
that's the early bird one, I think.
effects early bird. Okay, I see event pass and I see early. Yeah, so you get the early bird. So early bird is gonna be the same thing. It's just gonna, like I said, it's gonna be early. It says just early bird, but it's 104 CAD, just so you guys know.
Nice. Is
So
that
it's
more?
gonna be 73 USD.
Nice. I didn't even read that. I thought it was $104.
No, it's 104 CAD because the event's
Oh,
in Toronto.
we're
But
lit. That's fire. I thought I
it,
just spent $104, bro. There we
No, it's
go.
73 USD. So 73 USD, guys. It's super inexpensive.
I'm
Book those
hyped.
things. And this is what I tell you guys too. We have two confirmed things. You buy your $73 ticket or you buy your flight. Whichever you want, buy first, whichever one it is that you want to do, book them. But get yourself into that room and make the commitment now. Because I'm telling you guys right now, this event is really going to be the shift that you've been looking for. So with that being said, I appreciate you guys. I'm about to go enjoy the World Cup. If y'all like me, just root for Ecuador for me because we did bad the first game and we need a win. So
Are
I
they playing
appreciate
today?
you. We play against what's his name, but we should beat them. But I don't want to say should because we should have won the last game and we ended up losing because we wanted to play like we're not supposed to. So, but it is what it is. We gonna have a good game. We gonna have a greater event and we gonna run it up. Ben, I see you, my brother. What is going on, my G? Let's run the play. Let's get to it. And just to if it goes over the testimonies, like bro, I met Odom I met LC, I met Jaden. They're super dope energy. So I'm happy that they were testimonies and they're coming.
Hey, what
It's
about
gonna be
Ace though? What about Ace?
I'm tired of Ace, bro. It's been 7 years, bro. It's like, nah, I love my brother Ace, man. I'm excited to have another event with him, bro, and just run it back up, bro. They just like, it's just, we love that culture, bro, and things we used to be able to create, bro. So I'm excited to see you guys. I'm excited. If I haven't met you guys, I'm excited to meet you guys. And let's continue to connect, grow, expand, and literally get to where we want to go. Let's run it.
Let's get it. Appreciate you, bro. Thank you for real. I see LC said I got my ticket. I see Ariana said getting mine. Gio said got mine. Mark said got mine. Awesome, awesome. If you got your ticket, guys, if you guys could drop it here in the community chat. I don't care if you just got it or if you've already gotten it, just so that we can kind of keep track of everybody. If you already got it, just take like a picture of the email maybe or something. But yeah, if everybody could drop it, if you said that you got it, please drop it here in the chat. The difference between the two prices, I think they're the same thing if I'm not mistaken. I think that the only difference is one is an early bird price. The 100, so I think they're literally the same. I'm like 95% sure. So yeah, they're the same thing. One is just an early bird ticket price and the other one is just the regular ticket price. That's crazy, bro. I thought it was $104, which was already like pretty cheap. But the fact that it's like it's like 104 Canadian dollars and it's only $70, that just made my day. We're lit. All right, guys. I see Ari. Awesome. Amazing, amazing. That's the difference, honestly, guys. People who take action versus people who don't, really. So I'm just reading the comments and making sure I didn't miss anything. The 71 is sold out. No, the $75 one is the $104 one, but it's 104 Canadian dollars is what he was saying. So it's 75 USD. I'm pretty sure. Let me double check. Give me 1 second. So to answer your question, Ben said I'm getting mine today. Awesome. Jackie said, how much is the hotel stay? So what we're gonna do is Matt sent me the Toronto areas to find the cheapest and best Airbnbs. I think we're gonna do Airbnb just to I think it might be a little bit cheaper that way. And also it's really cool to have everybody stay together and it's a place where we can host our own smaller meetings. So we're probably gonna get a handful of Airbnbs. and I'm gonna keep you guys updated on that within this next about week or so. But it's always pretty freaking cheap, because when you have a bunch of people in a B and B, then it ends up being pretty cheap rather than like a hotel. Hotels are great too, though. Honestly, I like both. It just depends on the situation. For some reason, it's not letting me click on this. Hey, Gio, I see you, bro. Amazing, amazing. Is the link for the tickets in Telegram? Truly J? Who's Truly J? Who is this? E Diaz. Oh, nice. Awesome, awesome. Amazing. Let me drop the link. I shared it earlier. Can someone drop the link while I'm trying to check this really quick? Thank you, Gio. I appreciate you. So yes, there's the link. When it comes to the whatchamacallit, this is the link for the event right here. Yeah, so it says it says 104 CA, which I assume that's Canadian, is what Beav was trying to say. So I assume that 70 something USD is what Beav was trying to say earlier. So that makes sense. Cool. Just double checking. Awesome, guys. I see a bunch of people that are getting their tickets, dropping their tickets. We have a whole Google spreadsheet so we can keep track of who's going, who has their flight, who has their ticket. I'll let you guys know about the Airbnb situation, and we're going to find the nicest but cheapest spot so it just makes sense so we can get the most amount of people there and have the most amount of people have the experience possible, guys. If you guys have any questions at all, reach out to myself, reach out to one of the leaders, and we can make sure that you guys have full clarity on what we have going on. We have about how many days left? It looks like about 2.5 months, but 2.5 months goes by like that. We can all agree. I don't know if it's because I just had a baby, but time is literally going by twice as fast for me because I'm like so busy. So like 2 months, I'm gonna blink, and then 2 months is gonna go by. So very excited to. If you're not in Washington, I see you guys all the time. But if you're not in Washington, super excited to see you guys there in Toronto in about 2-3 months or so. All right. Appreciate y'all. No calls tomorrow for Father's Day. Spend time with the family, have fun. And then the next calls will be Monday as usual. All right. Appreciate y'all. Have a good night. Bye for now.